Kelly is back and she's going to show us how to make a shaker box shadow effect on a card.
Shadow box.
It's just called a shadow box. Oh, I'm like all shaky, but I guess not. So shadow box.
You can shake if you want when you make it.
I can shake it, but nothing's moving. Perfect. Okay, so Kelly, let's get back on track.
Okay.
And you put this card together using some great products from Heartfelt Creations.
Yes, I did.
Art-C. I see on the table, I see some Scrapbook Adhesives by 3L, and of course, the Tombow pen that you used with your gorgeous hand lettering. So go ahead and get started, and I'll stop talking.
All right. So Art-C has a really cool product called Luxe Paint, and it is like luxe. It's lush, it's glittery and rich, and it's gorgeous.
It's beautiful.
So I'll open it up. I wonder if we can see it. Take this off. I'm not gonna. So you can see the shimmer.
Yes.
It's so gorgeous. Anyway, they have wooden letters, alphabet letters, Art-C does, and so I decided...
And they're just the perfect size for cards, actually.
It's hard to find actually tiny wooden letters to give your card dimension.
Yeah. And no weight, sorry Kelly, and they're very light, so it's like you don't add too much.
Very lightweight, yeah. For mailing, you can just pop it into an envelope. So I took the letters for Hope here, and I just place the letter onto a piece of scrap paper, and we don't have to do Hope, we can do just a letter.
Sure.
And then I took just any paintbrush, and it's really simple. I mean, you could probably use your finger.
Right.
If I'm in a rush, I do stuff like that.
Yeah.
The finger brush.
So how many coats of paint did you use, Kelly, to get this effect?
I used one.
Just one
Like
coat
I didn't
of paint.
even gesso or prime it or anything.
It didn't soak it and lose any of its sheen.
No. And so
shimmer.
Shimmer sheen. Charlie sheen.
There we go.
So yeah, that's all you do is paint it up.
Easy peasy.
And then let it dry, and then you can adhere it. And I use some Scrapbook Adhesives by 3L foam dots. Dots, yes. The clear dots.
They're clear, sticky guys.
Yeah, so that's how you paint the wood letters, right here.
Perfect.
The other part of the card I want to show you is the shadow box effect. It's a very simple way to,
and you can kind of see the
layering and the dimension.
Very cool.
Right, and so you achieve that by using your trimmer to cut out an open square that fits on top of a piece of paper like this. This is the Heartfelt Creations paper.
Right.
And I use this square is a little bit stiffer. It's the Art-C cardstock. So what I did...
You kind of want the top layer to not warp at all, right? So it needs to be a little bit heavier cardstock or heavier patterned paper, I would say.
Yes, you do want it to be heavier so it doesn't warp. But
what do you need me to move?
When you use, I'm just moving the paint over. When you use the Scrapbook Adhesives by 3L 3D foam tape, you actually do get stiffness as well.
Oh, okay.
So basically you're going to turn over your shadow box, and then you're going to run your strips using my little Westcott scissors across.
And I think it's important when you cut this kind of tape to use like a titanium-like non-stick scissors. Otherwise
these scissors are wonderful for
the goo is going to stick to it, and there's nothing worse than gooey stickers. Scissors and stickers. No, stickers can be gooey. Oh, I'm a chatty Cathy today.
That's all good. So when you put the tape down, if your frame, like I cut my tape, my frame to be larger than the tape, but you don't have to. If you have a thin frame, you can actually cut your tape in smaller, narrower strips.
Right.
And so to get that dimension, I'm going to take off my adhesive backing like this. Then I'm going to add a second layer.
Second layer.
So we add the second layer, and it's the same
And you
process.
know what? You can already see the tape pulling making it stiffer. You can see the tape pulling the square.
Yes.
So when you put it on, I can see already that it's going to be heavier.
Right. Okay, and you want to be careful to line it up. So your tape is stacked, right on top of the other tape on the bottom.
How many layers did you do, Kat?
I just did 2, but I mean, you could build it up much higher. And also the foam tape comes in black. So if you're working with darker colors, you want to use black. So now I'm taking off the backing. And then I will pop this, hopefully straight down.
Oh, that's always the tricky part.
Yeah.
Eyeballing it straight on.
Let's just do it. There.
Perfect.
So then you have your cool dimension and you have a shadow box.
That's really neat.
Yeah, it's really cool. The foam products from 3L are really fun to use. They actually have other things than adhesives. They have shapes. They have 3D, all kinds of 3D foam shapes. And so on this card, I also added some 3D foam swirls. And look, they just pop off.
And these can be altered in all different kinds of ways too, hey? Like
All
embossing
different kinds of
powders,
ways.
glitters. I see here you added the Art-C Luxe paint on them.
I did. Even though they're sticky, it doesn't matter. So I put this down here. I took off the backing.
Oh yeah, so it doesn't matter to put the paint over top the stickiness.
No, it doesn't matter. You can do that. And then I just took the paint and, you know, I put probably a couple of layers to cover up that bright white.
Very nice.
And that's all there's to it. Then you have a swirly, glittery element.
Scroll on your shadow box.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much, Kelly. I'm going to be going out and creating some shadow boxes, and you better do that at home too. Thanks so much.
You're welcome.